Good morning. Once again, this is James from the Wall Street Minute, standing right in front of the New York Stock Exchange. And today we're going to talk about TikTok. It's been an issue I've kind of avoided talking about. The issue is many sort of politicians in the U.S. and security officials feel that TikTok, being owned by a Chinese company called ByteDance or ByteDance or something like that, that it's actually working with the Chinese government and using it to spy on American citizens. There's a big debate about whether that's really true or not. I would have a tendency to think that there's probably some truth to it either way. TikTok is most famous for having an algorithm that seems to work really well, and it works and a lot of small businesses swear by TikTok to promote their companies. The U.S. Congress voted to ban TikTok from the U.S., and that was supposed to take effect in January of this year. However, President Trump has had originally he was a very anti-TikTok. He was on the anti-TikTok side or shut it down side, but he has since mellowed. Some people think it's the impact of his son Barron on him, trying to because. President Trump is 77 years old, but Barron's a lot younger and maybe more hip to what the kids and the young people are doing. Anyway, President Trump, by executive order, stopped the ban with hopes that he could find a ready and willing buyer. Now, of course, the usual list of suspects come up, like guys like Elon Musk and a couple other people. However, one name has rose to the surface, and one company has taken the forefront in this whole sort of debacle, or whatever you want to call it, a name from sort of a blast from the past that a lot of people are not that familiar with. It's known as Oracle. Oracle is one of the originals. Larry Ellison was probably, in my mind, one of the founders of Silicon Valley. He is the chairman of Oracle and the founder. Larry Ellison is a world-renowned sailor as well, which I share that in common with him, although I'm not renowned. I'm just kind of trying to make my way on my sailboat. Anyway, why do I bring up Larry Ellison? Well, a lot of people were not sure that Trump's executive order would override an act of Congress, and while Google and Apple Computer have not restored TikTok to their app platform, Oracle turned TikTok back on, just on Trump's word, and a lot of people think that Larry Ellison is a ready and willing buyer for TikTok. A little background about Oracle. Oracle is a big database management company before anybody even knew what that actually meant, and Oracle was a big promoter in the early days of the internet of what they called at the time dumb boxes, where the software would be held in a centralized location, and you would access that software through kind of inane dumb boxes, sort of similar to the way Google Chrome computers work now. It's very similar idea. Now, of course, we call it the cloud, but in those days they weren't. I don't think that I don't remember anybody calling it the cloud just yet. Oracle is is getting thrown around a lot as a potential buyer for TikTok. This is kind of interesting, and I wanted to bring this up because a lot of people have been hitting me up with, what's this Oracle? Who's Larry Ellison? Well, a little interesting background. I've already mentioned that he is an avid sailor. One of the funny stories about him, and of course he tells it way better than I ever could, when he graduated college, he had actually taken sailing in college, and he loved sailing. He fell in love with it, and when he graduated, he bought himself a sailboat. His family thought it was a stupid idea. His wife was so furious, she threw him out of the house and later divorced him over this. Well, Larry ended up living on a sailboat with a cat, which is what I do. I live on a sailboat with a cat. And because he wanted a lot of time to go sailing, he couldn't find an IT job that was suitable, so he created Oracle and founded the company so he would have more time to sail during the day and he could work at night. Anyway, it's kind of a cool story. This is James from the Wall Street Minute. I'll try to keep you up to date if anything new happens with this. I think something's going to happen pretty quickly. I just want you to make sure you say hello, leave comments, and of course, subscribe to these videos. I know I keep promising for more content, and I'm not delivering, but I'm really going to try to get more stuff out there, even if it comes out kind of halfway where I'm not quite set up with it's not quite perfect, but at least the videos get launched. Anyway, say hello, leave comments, and of course, subscribe to these videos.